Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2. In this episode, we're going to start off by talking to Axel. Hey Roxas, remember our first mission together with the treasure chest? You still opening all the chests you find? How about the ones in mission 29? I didn't, and Sykes was asking about it. Maybe he's got something in the works, you know? Anyway, tell me if you find them all. Nice, you got them all. You're an ace man. I think Sykes has got a special mission for you. Go see him for the details. So what I believe that did is unlock mission 35, but we're not going to talk to Sykes right now because we need to come over here and talk to ReMIX. Hey Roxas, think you could lend a guy a shining shard? I'm all out. And we do have one, so we might as well give one to him. Thanks. Here, take this and we'll call it Squaresies. I don't know that Squaresies is the official term for that, but he did give us a rune tech, but we're still not going to go talk to Sykes. We're actually going to do a holo mission for the first time, and the reason we're going to do that is because in a previous episode we got the air slide ability, and now we can go back and get one of the treasure chests that we missed in one of the previous missions, and we don't really need to watch this because we've already seen it, but we need to get this. Actually, we don't even really need to get it, but it is a Keyblade that I don't know that they really intended you to have this early on in the game, and therefore it is extremely powerful this early in the game. I'm pretty sure we're going to be getting a better Keyblade not too far from now, but for right now, it's a pretty good Keyblade. I think it's called the Ominous Gear. It's been a little while since I have gotten this far in the game, I guess, but then again, it's been a little while since I've done a video. I don't want to harp on this because I feel like I've done this a million times, but I just want to say that lately, I guess motivation has been an issue with school. Like, I think there's a concept in psychology known as the economy of stress or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But anyway, before I get into that, if we just line this up just right, and we jump and air slide, and then we use our Keyblade to do a combo, we can just barely get over here. I didn't know if I was going to make that first try or not, because when I was practicing this episode off camera, or not off camera, but before I started this episode, I missed that a fair few number of times, so it's kind of lucky that I got it. But yeah, we got the Ominous Gear, which I'm going to go ahead and equip as soon as we get back to the, gray area, I guess. But anyway, the economy of stress, or whatever, which I guess I'll just talk about while I'm idly going through these menus and stuff, equipping our new Keyblade. Basically, you only have a certain amount you can care throughout your day, for the lack of a better phrasing, I guess. So if you go to school literally all day, if you're in class literally all day, when you go to the gym, your workouts aren't going to be quite as effective as they would have been if that had been the only thing you did that day. Or in my case, if you go to school literally all day, when you come back to your dorm or home or room or whatever, when you sit down and try and do something like a video, which for a lot of people, videos are not like, I'm not saying videos are stressful by any means, but I do like to make sure I'm in a good frame of mind when I do a video, just so I can be entertaining, I guess. And after all, day of school and stuff like that, it just doesn't come across as entertaining in my eyes. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk to Sykes here, get our mission underway. We're not going to worry about school or any of that. I just want you guys to know where I'm coming from. It's not that I didn't want to do videos or anything like that. It's just so much has been going on, and considering I'm like almost a junior in college at this point, I think you guys might be able to understand why videos have been on a slow trickle lately. But here we have a mission where our only objective is to break all the jars, which I don't know if this is a really great reintroduction to the series, but we have to break all the jars. The only thing that makes this difficult, it might not sound difficult at all, but the only thing that does make it difficult is that there are some jars that will spawn these samurais when you destroy them, which, it doesn't really make much sense because, first of all, just in general, I don't know why we have missions where we destroy nobodies, because we are a nobody, and you would think maybe the organization would not want that to happen. But second of all, if you remember back in Kingdom Hearts 2, or, I guess this is a prequel, so to speak, to Kingdom Hearts 2, so Roxas wouldn't maybe know this yet, but Roxas controls samurais, I'm pretty sure. Like, there was that one cutscene where he controlled the samurais in the world that never was, or whatever. But anyway, that's pretty much all there is to this mission. Only 3 more left. And, another thing that I just remembered that I want to talk to you guys about, on top of all that stuff, the other reasons I just gave for not having videos out, I just got Adobe Premiere Pro, which is like Sony Vegas on steroids, pretty much. And I have been learning that. So another reason I wanted to bring that up, or the reason I wanted to bring that up just now, is you might be aware that I like to do a lot of speed ups in my videos for like the very tedious parts, such as breaking jars, but I didn't want to do it right now because I wanted to explain some stuff. But yeah, like if there's a lot of tedious grinding or whatever, or a lot of fights that don't really need to be seen, I like to speed stuff up. In the version of Sony Vegas I had, you could only do a 4-time speed up, which is pretty ridiculous because that's not even that fast. But in Premiere Pro, you can do literally as fast as you want. So if we get to a part where we have to speed something up, which I kind of hope we do just so I can try out the new speed up function or whatever, I will be sure to do that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk Sykes here, get our second mission underway. I'm not sure how many of these missions I'm going to do in this episode, but we might as well go ahead and do this one. I'm going to save the one that we got for talking to Axel for last, I guess. But this mission is going to be all about aerial masters. I specifically remember this because there's a section coming up in actually, I guess the first aerial master we're going to be fighting. And by the way, I don't know if I can get this treasure chest over here. I just remembered that I don't think we're going to be able to get this. I'll try again. But I don't think we're going to be able to get this because I took off I forgot what the other Keyblade is called. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be able to get this with this Keyblade with the Omnis gear, but if I had left the lift gear, that's what it's called. If I had kept the lift gear equipped, I'm pretty sure we would have been able to use the same method that we used to get the Omnis gear to get that treasure chest. We're going to have to come back for that. But yeah, anyway, in this first area where we're going to be fighting the aerial masters, or one aerial master, I guess, there are a lot of those, I forgot what they're called, the loudmouths or something like that. Basically, they heal the aerial masters. So what I'm going to try to do is come over here and take care of this aerial master as quickly as possible because I don't want to have to deal with the loudmouths healing it constantly because aerial masters are a fairly difficult enemy. They're not that bad, but as you can see, they did a lot of damage to me. Fortunately, I do believe ReMIX just froze it, which I don't know if I've ever explained this, but that is another thing that I want to point out. If you freeze an enemy, I think its defense goes down by like half or 3/4 or something like that, which is pretty crazy, especially since the Omnis gear is like especially powerful. So my goal, I guess, or my modus operandi coming up is going to be to freeze the aerial masters, I guess, because freezing is, of course, like one of the best ways of taking out an enemy with a lot of HP. But anyway, speaking of speeding up, like I was just speaking of just a second ago, I kind of want to speed up this part because I've already told you guys how I'm going to take them out, and they're not even that bad. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and speed this up using my new, Sony... Why do I keep saying that? Adobe Premiere Pro, and we will see exactly how awesome it is. Alright, I'm going to hopefully be able to edit that together mostly the same as it has been, but hopefully a little bit faster, so it's not just mostly, I try to cut down as much as possible, but I'm kind of limited by that 4-time speed, so hopefully that turns out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think, but I think we're going to be getting, of course, a cutscene. Keyblade's still working? Yeah, everything's fine now. That's good. I owe it all to you and Axel. Eat your ice cream before it melts. Ha! Look at Axel, he's bright red. Shut up. Fortunately, Shion is still able to use her Keyblade. I don't know how long that is going to keep up, but we'll see, I guess. Anyway, I don't think we really got anything worth mentioning here, so we're just going to go ahead and close out the mission review, and we're on day 99, almost into triple-digit days, and after this next mission, we probably will be. And as for the next mission, I think before I said that we were going to do the first mission, and we're going to leave that mission 35 for last, but I just remembered that we're going to go ahead and do the last one now, because I remembered what the first mission in that list is, and basically I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bunch of ethers in here, and fire, because that will help us take out some of the enemies that we're going to be facing in this next mission. But basically, the mission we're going to be doing is not that bad. There are a couple of difficult enemies, which is why I equipped a lot of magic so I can try and stay away from them a little bit. But the first mission in the list is an enemy, or there's a boss in that mission that is pretty difficult, and I'm going to save that for the next episode. But yeah, like I was saying, we equipped a whole bunch of fire, or I did anyway, so I could not... That's funny that an ice cube pops up, or a snowy crystal. I didn't equip the fire specifically to take these out, but they are really weak to fire, so if I have any extras, I might as well go ahead and use them on the snowy crystals, because they are weak to them. But I didn't specifically equip the fires to take out the ice cubes, or I guess they're officially called the snowy crystals. In this room right here, there are, if I just walk forward here, the snapper dogs will spawn, and these guys are pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. So I equipped those fires specifically to take out these guys, and I think there's one or two more up there on the next, like, level or whatever. But as you can see, fire, well, I guess I was gonna say, as you can see, fire does a lot of damage, but I can't even get any fires off right now. But yeah, fire does a lot of damage to these guys. It allows us to stay pretty far away. You would think that maybe I should probably use my new Keyblade on these guys, but as you can see, it doesn't really work that well. The new Keyblade is pretty good, like, it's really strong, but I'm actually already having second guessing myself, second thoughts about equipping it, because I feel like the lift gear might actually be better, even though it's actually, like, weaker per hit. So I might actually equip the lift gear after this mission is over. I'm not even entirely sure yet. But yeah, here's another Snappy dog, I guess. Flappy Bird and Snapper Dog kind of, like, got together in my mind and created Snappy Dog. That would actually be kind of a cool iOS game, I guess. Any programmers out there looking for the next big hit might want to get on that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take out these Snapper Dogs. Well, this Snapper Dog, I think this is the final Snapper Dog in the mission, and there's only really one more difficult part left. So after I take care of this guy, there's, like, one thing I want to mention, and then I'm probably gonna go right back into another speed up. I don't know why I wasn't able to open that, I was just, like, hitting it. But anyway, up here, there is I think that is the Ordeal Badge. We're not able to get that right now. I don't think we would even be able to get that with the lift gear, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's another reason why I should re-equip the lift gear. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get all the treasure chests, as I always do, and take out the rest of the enemies, because this is just another one of those, you know, grinding missions where we're just going to have to pretty much destroy all the enemies. But anyway, I will see you guys after this is over. Alright, now I said there was going to be a difficult part left, or there's one more difficult part left. This is that difficult part, and the fact that I don't have any space in my backpack is not helping matters at all, because we need to grab this treasure chest and get away from these massive possessors, because those massive possessors are probably the most cheap enemies in the entire game, if I had to guess. I think we've fought regular possessors before, so I probably don't really even need to explain what they do, but if I haven't, or if you haven't seen any episodes before this, basically what they do is they, like, latch onto you and drain your health. And the massive possessors drain your health ridiculously quickly. You die within, like, 2-3 seconds, something like that. So you have to stay very far away from them, and I love how we have 666 hard points right now, or I guess it's hard points, but yeah, that's kind of weird. Anyway, we have one snowy crystal left, I guess. I guess this would be the final enemy. I don't know if there's any more. I don't know, basically, if I miss one over there. There might be one more snowy crystal over there, but anyway, we're gonna go ahead and use the fire. Are you kidding me right now? That would have finished off the last snowy crystal, but I guess, and it looks like he gets his health back, but we're gonna go ahead and take out the snowy crystal. I do believe this is going to be the final one, and you know, just looking at it, it looks like maybe if an ice enemy is on fire, it kind of looks like their defense goes down as well. I don't know if that's actually true or not. But anyway, that is all the enemies. I got all the treasure chests, and I think I got the Ordeal Badge. Or I didn't get the Ordeal Badge because it was too far away, I think, but I got the other badge. I cannot, like, the name is not coming to mind. But anyway, the Dark Corridor is pretty much right outside this room. I was actually going to speed this up, but since it's right here, we don't actually need to do that. But if I had to guess, we're probably going to be getting a cutscene. Actually, might not, because of course we are. I was going to say, since this is one of those cutscenes, or one of those missions that is not required, usually we don't get any cutscenes. But anyway, a cutscene. You know, I don't even know if that could be classified as a cutscene. All they did was, like, look at each other and nothing really even happened. There was no dialogue or anything. Anyway, we didn't really get anything useful as usual. Well, not as usual, but just, you know, kind of like the last mission. But here we are on day 100. I feel like we've crossed a pretty important milestone, getting into the 3-digit days. But anyway, that is all I really wanted to do in this episode, because like I said, well, like I kind of showed before, there's only one more mission in this set of missions, and we're going to have to fight a pretty hard boss. So what I want to do is save that for the next episode, because it's, like I said, it's pretty hard, and since I haven't really grinded it all, I might have, like, a death montage coming up. I'm not even really entirely sure. We'll have to see in the next episode. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 358 Days Over 2, and I hope to see you guys back for the next episode.